fair.
Championship quarterfinal matches will be wrestled on mats 4, 5, 6, and 7. Mats 4, 5, 6, and 7 will be championship quarterfinals. We will not hold the weights, but only championship quarterfinals on mats 4, 5, 6, and 7. The remaining mats will be used for consolation round.
What's consolation?
You win first place.
After you lose match.
Second, and you figure out who's third and fourth.
Yeah, you don't gotta hit anything. It'll work.
Okay, sweet. Gavin, how long have you been wrestling?
Since last year.
Isn't there like a summer program for wrestling?
Wrestling is all year round practice, isn't it? What? It should be.
I thought it was.
Well, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
It was like I thought there was like a
For
wrestling
school.
camp.
Coach, you saw our practice, like, you did a little bit of summer practices, but there's nothing really during the spring. And then during fall, there's not that much until, like September.
I remember Frankie was practicing in the house.
Well, I mean, like, some practices, but I don't
He
know.
probably changed it or something.
You should probably let us practice like during the off season. Just like practice to keep our skills and like stay in shape.
Yeah, I'd like that.
He's probably asking about.
I didn't really see that little thing yet.
I don't know.
Mat 5, quarterfinals.
Yes.
Yes.
Spoken with confidence.
Maybe.
Do you know any chance how to get out of this? Like, it's just another match.
Quarterfinals.
It's like last round.
Do I finish it?
I would assume.
But we don't know where to take it out. Well, yeah.
Well, doesn't it say
It was
that
already
you won?
It was already done, but so I'll just submit it.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
But
What was your name again?
My name?
Yeah.
Jason.
William. Nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet
Are
you.
you a commentator or?
I'm an official.
Oh, okay.
The official critic over here?
No. I'm gonna say they nailed it every time.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You're on the mat, I will.
Uh-huh.
Look. We're wearing our colors. Oh, that is so hard.
What?
We need that for a
The
warm-up.
Adidas stripes?
No, I didn't see it yet. It's better than boys? Oh,
Yeah, for time.
time?
5:45. 5:44.
5:54.
5:54, so we have 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you dyslexic?
Yes, I am.
Actually,
Why?
Bro, this is just doing shit, bro.
no, I said, is he dyslexic?
Oh, just
Yes.
I thought you said stressed. I was like, you're dyslexic?
Yes, I am.
Wait, what did, oh, you said 5:45.
Like, for real?
5:44.
5:40. It's 5:45. It's 5:55 now.
For real or no?
Yeah, it is
No,
5:55.
but are you
It is
for real
5:55.
dyslexic?
Yes,
or
yes,
no?
I am. I take medication for so much shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make fun of you.
Wrestlers, coaches, please clear the mats.
No, I think it was.
I was just joking,
You
but
called me like Ice Spice.
First
can make fun of
quarterfinal
every
match
day.
at 125 pounds on mat number 6, bout number 417. Matt Ramos of Purdue and Nico Provo of Stanford are up on mat 6. Up on mat 5, bout number 418. 125 pound quarterfinal match, Jory Volk of Wyoming and Caleb Smith of Nebraska are up on mat 5. Up on mat 4, bout number 419, 125 pound quarterfinal match, Brett Unger of Cornell and Brandon You're on deck, or you're up on mat 4. Unger and Taylor up on mat 4. Up on mat 7, quarterfinal match. 125 pounds, bout number 420. Tanner Jordan of South Dakota State and Michael D'Agostino of Michigan are up on mat 7. Jordan and D'Agostino on mat 7. Up on mat 1, bout number 421, 125-pound consolation match. Spencer Moore of North Carolina and Troy Spratley of Oklahoma State. You're up on mat 1. Moore and Spratley to mat 1. Up on mat number 2, bout number 422, consolation match, 125 pounds, Troy Coleman of North Carolina State and Diego Sotelo of Harvard. You're up on mat 2. Coleman and Sotelo to mat 2. Up on mat 3, 125-pound consolation match, bout 423, Nicholas Babin of Columbia and Brendan McCrone of Ohio State. You're up on mat 3. Babin and McCrone to mat 3. Up on mat number 8, bout number 424, 125-pound consolation match. Richard Sandoval of Cal State Bakersfield and Dominic Mendez of Cal Poly. You're up on mat 8. Sandoval and Mendez to mat 8. Up on mat number 9.
Excited to bring you this quarterfinal action here close to Las Vegas.
Bout number 429, consolation match, 133 pounds, Ethan Oakley of Appalachian State and Brendan Ferretti of Navy. You're up on mat 9. Oakley and Ferretti on mat 9. Up on mat number 10, bout number 430, 133 pounds, consolation match, Nick Bouzakis of Ohio State and Dustin Norris of Purdue. They're up on mat 10. Bouzakis and Norris on mat 10. Officials, you may begin your matches.
So it's going to be Smith from Nebraska taking on Volk of Wyoming.
Should be good.
On deck on mat 5, bout number 425, 133-pound quarterfinal match. Orine of North Carolina State and Gabe Whisenhunt of Oregon State. You're on deck on mat 5. Orine and Whisenhunt to mat 5.
All right, getting ready to start here for quarterfinal action.
On deck on mat 26.
An insane first session of action. And we're underway now, quarterfinals. In the red, Caleb Smith of Nebraska taking on Wyoming's Jory Volk in the silver and yellow of Wyoming. Tight collar ties to get this one started. Smith transferred from Appalachian State to Nebraska after earning, I believe, a 5 seed at NCAAs the year previous. Was unable to win a match. Jory Volk, fantastic freestyler, trying to add NCAA All-American honors to his pretty strong wrestling resume. And trying to navigate this gauntlet that is CKLV is a huge test for both of these guys. Win here secures you a spot in the semifinals tomorrow. Big snap there from Volk. Minute in, no committed attacks. I'll tell you one thing, I watched Jory Volk against Anthony Moulton of Campbell, who is tough. And I think Moulton got 98% to like 3 different takedowns. And Volk is just tough to get that 100% to the takedown. He's just scrambly. He fights it all the way. And that's going to be the challenge for Smith. Getting in, one thing, finishing another. Slow pace first 90 seconds. It's Smith taking a little more ground so far. Underhook on that left side for Volk. double underhooks for Jory Volk. He's got him on the edge. Trying to score. Now they go out of bounds. Action call. You can see Volk's desire to get to those underhooks. And there's a post shot by Caleb Smith. He's in deep. Here's the challenge. Can he navigate the finish against a very stingy Jory Volk? He's backside, trying to finish that single. He's got it shelved up on the hip. Hard downward pressure from Volk as he might look to turn and kick or dive under. And it's getting to that far leg that's been the challenge. He dives under. This time Smith tries to catch it, and once again, we see Jory Volk passing a leg. And now it's Volk's score to lose. Smith keeping that foot. Now coming up, rear standing now is Volk. 7 seconds to work for the finish. Nothing yet. Looking broomstick finish. Mat returns, gonna be 3. Huge takedown for Volk right at the end. The counter scoring of Jory Volk is fantastic. He was in so deep, and it didn't matter. He bided his time, he waited to dive, and he found his way to the takedown. And how big is the timing of that score? Scores right at the end of the period, gets the ride out. And now Caleb Smith's gonna have some work to do. Tripod stand up. There's a lift and return for Smith. Almost catches him. Crab right here from Smith. Turns and cuts. Boom, hard double. And he's able to keep him in bounds. He's got the far ankle. And the Wyoming corner wants to challenge that Volk stepped all the way out. He may have. And we've got a challenge brick on the mat. And nothing. No takedown called. So they're going to pull the brick back. So they're telling. So you can't just pull back the challenge brick once it comes down. I may need to help with this.
Where do I see the challenge?
Yeah.
The challenge is that we thought they went out of bounds on the edge. Okay.
So they're going to look at it.
Hey, they went out of bounds. What are you challenging? If it did, if he went out of bounds, it gets blown out there, and we re-wrestle from that spot.
No, you don't. Sequence goes on.
The sequence goes on.
So kind of it's an
Way now,
inconsequential
quarterfinals
challenge because
in the red, Caleb Smith of Nebraska
Wyoming
taking
threw
on
the brick in
Wyoming's
the event that
Jory
Smith
Volk.
finished the takedown.
And the
'Cause if they
Wyoming
do,
corner wants to challenge
then
that
they would
Volk
say, hey, well, we stepped all the way out.
stepped all the way out.
And what is all the way out? And what they mean by that is a foot off
May
of the
have.
blue surface and onto the floor. And so,
Cuts.
you know, I guess
Boom, hard
if
double.
they determine he stepped out,
And he's
then
able
they
to
could
keep him
say,
in
all right,
bounds.
well,
He's got the far-
Wyoming doesn't lose a challenge, but beyond that, it's not going to have any impact on
Grab
the
right
match.
here from
So
Smith.
hopefully it's
Turns
a quick,
and cuts.
quick look.
Boom, hard double. And he's able to keep
And
him.
that double leg for Caleb Smith might be the way to go for him. You know, finishing a single leg on,
Boom, hard
on
double.
Jory Volk looks like it's going to
And
be
he's able to keep him in bounds.
really
He's got the
difficult
far
to
ankle.
do.
And the Wyoming corner wants to challenge that Volk.
All right. All good. So back underway after a weird challenge. Snap from Volk, 42 seconds to go here in the second. Smith's gonna need to get going on his feet. And Smith is really working a lot. I don't know if it's enough for a warning yet, but he's could be getting close. But just as I say that, Volk wrestles back in. Nice shot again, head outside. Maybe this will be better luck for Smith, but time runs out. .4-0 lead for Volk as we go to the break. Third period. And trying to lift here is Volk. Broomstick finish. There's a nice mat return. Then he chops hard on that right side. Up to his feet now is Caleb Smith as they go out of bounds. So with the escape, it's a 4-1 lead for Volk. Oh, nice shot again. Smith's been able to get in consistently. Still a little surprised we haven't seen a warning yet. And now he misses the pass, does Jory Volk, but once again trying to come out the back door is Caleb Smith. He's gonna probably try to step over that ankle. You see him pushing that foot down, but Volk doing a good job using his other foot, and there it stepped. Now trying to turn in, it's still a big challenge for Smith to get it. This is a huge exchange. The refs are letting it play out and turning in. Now Volk once again. And they're gonna go action call on the edge. 30 seconds, this is the last chance probably for Caleb Smith. He's got 30 seconds. He needs a takedown and a ride out. And there's the warning. Another escape, or shot, excuse me. 16 seconds to go. Smith clears out of the hook. He shoots. He's got him on the edge. 6 seconds to go. Volk gonna try to squeeze and hang on here. They're gonna go off the mat out of bounds. It's a stall point. 2 seconds left, and it's 4-2 on that stall point. Score's wrong. Clock. So that's it. 4-1 final, Jory Volk into the semis. He looks tough. All right, 133 pounds. We're gonna have top seed Kai Orine taking on Gabe Whisenhunt.
Lachlan, McNeil of North Carolina, and Anthony
And here we go.
of Iowa State. You're on deck on mat 5. McNeil and Echemendia to mat 5.
So opening 30 seconds, slower pace here as Whisenhunt. It's kind of double unders. They're gonna stalemate that position, no points happening there. Back underway. Kai Orine, All-American last year for the Wolfpack. Placing 8th, first time he'd earn honors there. Really unique style, came on, had a lot of big wins. Had a win over Latona. Had a win over Mickey Philippi. Just always been really tough guy, good in upper body as well. Headgear comes off. Kai Orine also into giving himself tattoos. I believe all the tattoos that Kai has, he gave them to himself. So, very talented guy. Maybe the team barber is a real renaissance man. Headgear might be broken for Whisenhunt. If you didn't know, on the other mat here, mat 6, Matt Ramos went down to Nico Provo of Stanford. 7-1 final, I believe. And that's not the biggest upset of the day. May not even be the second biggest, as we've had quite a few shockers, including Lorenzo Norman taking out NCAA champion Shane Griffith. Chris Foca lost 2 surprising matches, including one to Sam Wolf of Air Force. But with a tournament of this level of toughness and depth, we shouldn't be surprised. Coming into the round, Ohio State sat in first place, but it's gonna be a really tight team race. Probably a lot's gonna get shifted around. This session and tomorrow's semis are really gonna set the table. Iowa State actually in the lead in terms of most frontside wrestlers. They put 7 in the quarters. They currently sit, I believe, in 3rd place. And we're having a lot of headgear problems here. While we're waiting, give you a little schedule rundown. Tomorrow's semis will get going at 1 o'clock Eastern. That's 10 o'clock local Pacific, but 1 o'clock Eastern time. So that's 12 if you're in Pflugerville, Texas. They're really still trying to fix this headgear. Actually, the ref is trying to fix it. It's quite a situation. Orine is currently seated, there you see him, just sitting crisscross applesauce.
On deck on mat 1, bout number 462, consolation match, 165 pounds, Will Miller of Appalachian State and Connor Brady of Virginia Tech. You're on deck on mat 1. Miller and Brady to mat 1. On deck on mat 4, bout number 434, quarterfinal match at 141 pounds. Of Northern Iowa and Ryan
All right.
North Carolina State. They're on deck on mat 4.
Looks like we're getting it back on.
On deck on mat 3, bout number 463, consolation match at 165 pounds. Max Mayfield.
All right, here we go, back to action. May the headgear stay fastened and the action pick up here as we're 90 seconds into the first period. No score here at 133 pounds. Little misdirection left to right for Orine. Overtime, there's a shot attempt by Whisenhunt. It's not there. Good defense by Orine. Left-handed single, but Whisenhunt catches it. Oh, stepping in for the inside trip. He's going to get it. That was absolutely beautiful from Whisenhunt. And he gets the 3, and there's an escape for Orine. And now maybe we see the first start flying. That first takedown maybe jump starts the action here. As it's oftentimes you'll see Orine challenge guys in those upper body ties. Stalemated, they go back to center with 20 to go in the first. $10 to go now in the first period. Man, looking across, mat 6. That's a good one. Vince Cornella versus Jesse Mendez. Couple of dogs. Whisenhunt's going to defer to Orine, who's going under. Only 7 seconds of riding time for Whisenhunt off that inside trip takedown. Kind of the flurry never really stopped. He never really got a chance to ride. Ooh, little, looked like a Navy return there by Whisenhunt, but right back to his feet is Orine, who reaches back, and he's away. Sometimes you say don't reach back, but Kai can do it. He was in a safer spot to do it, and it's 3-2 now. Kai gonna continue to try to find those openings. Goes one way, then the other. Jacks that underhook now, does Orine, on that left side. Minute 20 to go, looks to level change, not there. And now throwing it by. Interesting position. That Whizzer underhook position. Now Kai drops down to a single, pops his head to the outside, in good position, tries to lift, and there's 3, gets a big takedown, takes the lead 5-3. Now he's got that wrist, and Whisenhunt really needs to get away here. That 2-point deficit going into the third would be huge, but Kai is devoted to this ride. He knows how essential it is, and what an advantage it would be if he goes into the third period with that 5-3 lead. Drops down to the single, now in a seatbelt. Wizard seatbelt position still. And they're counting something. I'm not sure what that was for, but they're gonna run out of time. And Chris Pendleton not pleased that they let him hang in that position that long. Coach Pendleton's pleading his case, saying he wasn't working for a turn at all. But as it stands, big ride out for Orine. And now he's got that wrist. And that deep waist, you see his hand all the way on the other side. And trying to sit out and get hand control is Whisenhunt, but can't do it. And another return here, or breakdown, I should say, for Kai. And a stall warning against Orine for not working for a turn. Pop says, that's fine, we'll take it. Because with that 2-point lead, and now Orine with 1:24 riding time, so a potential riding time point coming for Orine. And another breakdown, man. He's the top wrestling's been the difference here in this match. All square takedown apiece. Kai was able to get away. So far, Whisenhunt hasn't. Half on that left side. Now works that chop, sets him on the elbow. And rolling around a little bit. Could be some trouble, but Kai able to find the leg. Good recovery there. Should be a count, and there it counts. And he tried to go out of bounds, but not in time. So that's gonna be a stall point. And Pop says, doesn't matter, we're still riding. The stall point doesn't matter because he's up 2 now with riding time locked. So Whisenhunt's gonna need a reversal or an escape takedown. An escape, not gonna get it. Reaching back, trying to hook that leg and roll, but Kai's like, I've seen that one before. 14 to go now. Kai pulls that wrist out. And he's falling the hips well. And he's gonna ride out for the 6-4 win. Gritty win for Orine. Punches his ticket to the semis. All right, this next one's about to be crazy. We're gonna have Lachlan McNeil versus Anthony Echemendia. I am so fired up for this one. I don't know what's gonna happen. Little bit of an international flair here. Echemendia from Cuba originally. Lachlan McNeil originally from Canada. And here they are in Las Vegas, getting ready to wrestle. Underway, 141 pounds, Lachlan McNeil, top seed, UNC in the white singlet. Taking on Iowa State's Anthony Echemendia in the black singlet, red ankle bands. Shot right away, comes around the bite. This is where Echemendia is so dangerous. Once he gets his hands locked, he's lethal, and there's a takedown to get it started. 3-0 for Echemendia to get it started. Big lift, trying to get more. There's the escape, quick strike. You see, he used that leg attack to get around the body. When guys throw their hips in, that's when he brings his lock. He lifts, puts him down, and it's a quick strike for Echemendia, who won by fall against Cleveland Belton of Oregon State.
Quarterfinal match, 149 pounds, Rich Lovett of Nebraska and Quinn Kinner of Ryder. You're on deck on mat 4. Lovett and Kinner to mat 4.
Man, Mendez is putting it to Vince Cornella. It's 12-1, and he keeps attacking. Very impressive right there across the mat on 6. Oh, nice low shot there by Lachlan McNeil. Sitting to the corner there, locking around the crotch is Anthony Echemendia. Lachlan in good position to finish here, but passing is Echemendia, but now maybe in a little bit of trouble here. Close to the 2. Echemendia trying to get his hips down, and there's gonna be the 3. 4-1 now. Here's where we're gonna see where Echemendia is at on the mat. That's been a big question. Growing up in Cuba, wrestling strictly freestyle, the intricacies of top and bottom folk style wrestling are still relatively new compared to his competitors, including Lachlan McNeil, who wrestled high school in America, went to Wyoming Seminary, Ironman champ, et cetera, and an All-American a year ago, and now he is proving his top superiority for the time being. He puts in that leg, flattens him out. Very impressive. And they might be about to warn Echemendia. Anytime you see the officials get down there saying something, it's likely someone's gonna get warned, and Lachlan is ultra aggressive. He's working to turn here. He's not just riding to ride. But the period's gonna run out. 4-3, McNeil. Takedown, right out. Echemendia gonna start the second period on top as Lachlan takes bottom. We'll see how much he commits to this ride, because worst case scenario is you get reversed here, right? You want to be on your feet, which they are. There's the escape. Another shot attempt there by Lachlan McNeil. The opening attack was beautiful from Echemendia, but we haven't seen it followed up. Over collar for Echemendia. And there's a nice single leg. Now he switches to head outside, and he's gonna double off and get a takedown just like that, back in the lead, but looking for that switch is Lachlan McNeil. It's 6-5, Echemendia leaves. How much does he ride? He looks for that lift. You can tell he's trying to lift and Turk there. There's another escape, 6-6 on the scoreboard. This has been fun. Both wrestlers have scored each time they've attacked. Collar tie for Lachlan McNeil, 15 seconds to go. Lachlan brings about a little more motion. His feet move a little bit more. Echemendia more planted, but really powerful. And obviously Echemendia gonna take neutral. No surprise there as we're underway in the third period. 9-6, riding time not a factor. And there's a sweep single, goes to the double, wraps around the body. This time, Lachlan able to meet it with a hard whizzer down. But Echemendia keeping that seatbelt, and Lachlan is really respecting it. He's staying low because he doesn't want Echemendia to get underneath him, and they'll stalemate it. Hand fight picking up a little bit. Good level change from Echemendia. Both guys have really good motion. And they're getting them off the fingers. And there's that lefty sweep. That's pretty. And the finishing of Echemendia has been impressive so far. And can he get another one? Big lift, puts him up, but great defense by Lachlan McNeil. And now he's looking to maybe score a go-behind out of this situation, but Echemendia could be able to, and they're gonna challenge this. I'm gonna help get it going here.
Oh, yeah.
No, you got it.
Sure.
This last one. Yeah, it is last one.
Way now, quarterfinals in the red. Caleb Smith of Nebraska taking on Wyoming. So they're getting the file. They'll look at it. I don't think there's going to be any. There's no takedown. Maybe just giving Echemendia a little bit of time. Underway, 141 Could be pounds. A little bit of strategery going on here. Lachlan able to meet it. And they're getting him off the fingers. And there's that lefty sweep. That's pretty. So they're looking at it. And the finishing of Echemendia has been impressive so far. And can he get another one? Big lift, puts him up, but great defense by Lachlan McNeil.
The refs did either.
Now he's looking to maybe. Let's see. No takedown. And I don't think that challenge was about the takedown. Just an opinion. And now we're back underway. Final minute of this one. But if the score remains the same, we'll head to sudden victory. Overtime on our feet. Now shoots to the other side. Beautiful attack there. But locked around the crotch is Lachlan McNeil. Echemendia going to be in a tough position for a finish here, as Lachlan McNeil lifting hard and trying to sit to the corner. And this is big trouble for Echemendia. He doesn't have a way to pass that leg, but now he's lifting up. And they want that three, and they're gonna give it. I don't know. Did he hold it up? And now trying to switch in is Echemendia, and there's a count started. Lachlan trying to let go, but it's 9-6, Lachlan McNeil. And ends up on top, and it's Lachlan McNeil, the late counter score, survives against a very, very tough Anthony Echemendia. Another fun one coming here. Kyle Parco versus Casey Swiderski. Swiderski needed 2 takedowns late to win his previous match. Kyle Parco, multiple All-American. Once for the Fresno State Bulldogs, now program has been dropped, and also for the Arizona State Sun Devils. We're underway, 149 in the black and silver. That's another Cyclone, Casey Swiderski. And in the white, green ankle bands, that's Kyle Parco. And a shot right away from Kyle Parco, nothing doing. And low shot, you know, Casey Swiderski's good with those ankle picks. Inside control there for Swiderski. Nice high crotch by Kyle Parco. Switches head inside to a single hard trip. And that should, oh, I thought that was 3. They're not gonna give it, and a nice roll. And they're gonna go action there. I thought, yeah, I guess I thought wrong. Yeah, and Zeke Jones, he's just walking off. I don't know where he's going. He's going to corner his guy, Ja'Cory Teamer. And it looked like he got all the way behind and the hands were touched and kind of stuck there for a little bit, but I didn't have as good a view as the official. So no takedown, and a great Houdini act from Casey Swiderski to go to that, to remain scoreless here and stop that takedown attack. Minute 14 to go in the first. Pawing at the head is Swiderski. Single leg from Swiderski, looking re-attack, and there he's in. Kyle Parco in deep, stepping behind that leg, fighting hands of Swiderski. Now they're up. Good head position for Parco. He's got plenty of time to work for this takedown. Steps out, and Swiderski basically concedes, but he's sealed off well enough that he's not getting the takedown. And now he collects that ankle. There's the takedown. 3-0 for Kyle Parco. Frank Molinaro says, you ride him. Escape here is big for Swiderski if he can get it. Short stand up there for Swiderski. Now up to his feet. Now a little switch. Nice job by Swiderski. And Green's still in control here. Now he lets go and just takes his 1 on the escape. 3-1 the score. And a reversal and right out there would have been pretty big for Swiderski, but as it stands, not going to get it. 3-1 now the lead. Parco crowds him a little bit, just for fun at the end. Swiderski can go under again to start the second. And quick escape. So just a 1-point lead for Parco, but he'll have choice in the third. Final minute of the second period. Club and shot there, almost like a duck attempt from Swiderski. Can't get in. As he tries to go to over collar ankle pick. Nice re-attack again from Parco. This time Swiderski able to sprawl out of it. Ten to go in the second. Swiderski has really struggled to generate against Parco. He's had some attacks, but he's not been able to get in deep. The defense of Parco often a little bit overlooked. And Metcalf says, just basically club him a lot. At least that was the gestures. They could have a code, I don't know. So with that escape, it's 4-2. Swiderski's got to get something going on his feet, and there he fires. Not full connection there on the leg attack, can't get to a lock. They stalemate it. Oh, throws it by as Parco off the Swiderski attack. He's really done a nice job of creating some opportunities off of Swiderski's offense. And he's been winding up getting closer than Swiderski has. All of Swiderski's clubs and hand fighting has not resulted in a lot, any signs of fatigue in Parco. Parco's wrestling just as hard as he was to start the match. Restart to get the ankle band back on. Underhook left side, a little over snap there by Swiderski. Now 35 to go. Nice shot, head outside for Swiderski. Can he finish? Rolling him through is Parco, and he breaks the lock. Great defense from Kyle Parco. Man, that's as close as Swiderski's been, and yet I don't know how close he actually was. Parco playing the edge well. 8 seconds to go. Level change from Swiderski. He's gonna come at him hard, but with just 3 seconds to go, gonna run out of time. Kyle Parco gonna hang on to win this 4-2, and he gives a little point back at Swiderski. Says nice match. Good scrap. Swiderski close. Parco a little bit better. All right, here it is. Meyer Shapiro in the white and red for Cornell. He's been the story so far. He's taken on Daniel Cardenas out of Stanford. Stanford has had a fantastic tournament so far. And there's a shot from Cardenas, but looking belly tilt there is Meyer Shapiro. And interesting scramble here is I don't know if Shapiro's setting something up as he's locked around his own knee. Oh, he's got that bundle, excuse me. Shapiro can wrestle from everywhere. You see Cardenas got in deep, and Meyer having to really fight to get out of this one. Now, Coming out the back door is Cardenas. Now looking to baby past the leg. Close to 2. Is he gonna get it? Shapiro, no. He's able to square up for the time being, but that's gonna be the takedown. 3-0 for Daniel Cardenas. Sending a message early. Of course, Stanford's got a new head coach. Longtime Princeton coach Chris Ayers went coast to coast from New Jersey to Palo Alto. Now the head coach at Stanford, who has, man, I say they look really fantastic. I mean, they've had 2 of the biggest upsets of the tournament. Lorenzo Norman takes out Shane Griffith, and Nico Provo takes out Matt Ramos. So a couple under the radar guys take out an NCAA champion and NCAA finalist respectively. And there's a sit out. Now Shapiro up to his feet. Escape here be huge. Nice little roll there. As he looks for that Granby. Nothing doing though. Cardenas following really well. Back up to his feet is Meyer Shapiro. Nothing yet. He's looking a lot for rolls. You can tell he wants a reversal here. And now leg comes in. Cardenas just fighting every single position here. And look at Peterson. Oh, he might have it. And they gave the 2. And now Shapiro, he nearly had some near fall. And now drops down to the leg. Now he might give up another reversal and instead clears out for the escape. That's a lot of wrestling in this first period. A lot of action. 4-2. Daniel Cardenas in the lead. It was a single leg of Cardenas that got the offense going. Shapiro's got great inside reach single legs. We'll see if he's able to generate, if he pushes for a takedown at the end of this first period. For either guy, a takedown here at the end of the first would be huge. Good level change by Cardenas. $12 to go, and Shapiro really seems content to concede the end of this period, as does Cardenas. I'm curious if Cardenas will go under. It's Shapiro's choice. He's gonna go under. We'll see how hard Cardenas pushes to ride here. 39 seconds of riding time. He has a lot of incentive to push that over a minute. Shapiro up to his feet, reaches back, looking to trip here, rolls under. He finds the leg. Can he get the second reversal? Yes. There's 2 more, it's 4-4. Reversal happy Meyer Shapiro. Now might get to work for a turn here. He's really tough from the top position. And there's the escape for Cardenas, makes it 5-4. And good motion, getting nice reactions is Cardenas. Shot there by Cardenas. Blocking that arm is Shapiro. Got it. He's locked around it. He's trying to counter here. And weird position. And Shapiro a little slow back to center. She's a little. This is a different feel than freestyle. You know, he's had so much success in freestyle. been curious to see how he can withstand a real Division I gauntlet like this, really tough tournament where you got, I mean, Daniel Cardenas was like the 6th seed in NCAAs. He's a beast. And he's getting great reactions. There's a sweep single leg attempt. Actually looked like he was maybe looking to misdirect. 17 to go here in the second.
Quarterfinal match at 184 pounds. Parco of Northern Iowa and Gavin Kane of North Carolina are on deck on mat 6. Heckheisen and Kane to mat 6.
Third period. It's going to be Cardenas' choice. He's going under. Shapiro looks back to his corner. Half on that right side. Shapiro looks like he's dedicated to this ride here. And looking for a reversal. Oh, almost had him on his back, but he's gonna get a reversal. And that's gonna impact riding time here. They put the score the wrong way. And Shapiro gonna have to find his way off the bottom here. He's continuing to sit out, turn in, and the Stanford staff knows they're close here. And that claw right on that left side for Cardenas. And another return for Cardenas. And another return there for Cardenas. Is Meyer Shapiro in trouble. And trying to step behind there. And they're gonna warn Cardenas for stalling, but he's got riding time now. 18 seconds to go. Shapiro slow to get back to center. Trying to sit out there, Shapiro, he does, but Cardenas follows well. And he's gonna get the one. He's gotta get a takedown here, shoots. 5 seconds to go, Cardenas can hold. And Stanford's big day continues. And they know that's a big win. What a day for Stanford. Chris Ayers is fired up. I don't blame him. All right, we're underway. Catch our breath after a crazy 165 pounds national champion David Carr on the mat, taking on Thompson of Ohio. And right now it's that quick strike single leg. And they're about to hold up the 3 for Carr. He's close, he's got that foot, pulls it in. Gonna drive over and get the 3-point takedown. And there's the escape for Thompson. Oh, nice low shot by David Carr. Another single leg for Carr. He's so good at getting to this leg. And he's got a lot of ways to get to the finish. This time back door, scoops the ankle. Now you see those hands pulling the other ankle in. Thompson fighting it all the way. And there's another takedown, making it 6-1 for Carr. And trying to return is David Carr, nothing yet. And looking for that roll through, and he's got it. He's nasty with that tilt. Been scoring a lot of near fall with it over the years, and he's getting the full allotment of 4, so it's gonna be 10-1. Thompson gonna go under to start the second. So figuring out some scoring issue. So 10-1 is the score, not 11-1. They got it figured out. Escape for Thompson to start the second, as he looks dragged to the left side. Another shot attempt from Thompson. Those stutters from Carr are nasty. Carr's coming off a dominant major decision against All-American Michael Caliendo of Iowa. And he's trying to follow it up with a CKLV title as he's in on another single leg. Thompson trying to make it tough for him to lift or run back door, but he's able to get it lifted just enough to get that scoop. And we're back in that same position. He scoops the ankle, he gets that far foot, and then it feels like it's just a matter of time before he's gonna get that finish, but Thompson fights it tough. Thompson trying to roll him through, but almost popping his head to the outside is Carr, and there's gonna be 3 more, 13-2. Carr lines up, and we're back to our feet, but trying to return his Carr. Underhook on that right side. And Carr's gonna go under. And there's a leg in for Thompson. You know, Cody Walters in the corner here for Ohio. He was a beast on top for the Bobcats. And trying to make things tough for Carr, but he's able to get up and away. Carr's got those light feet. See him bouncing a little bit. Carr threatening a tech fall here. Up 11 with riding time likely coming as he's got 1:23 riding time accrued. Oh, a little level change there by Carr, maybe looking for a duck. One way, then the other. Beautiful attack by David Carr. He's in the high crotch now. He's got that head right in the knee. Does not want to let this guy, Thompson, sit to the corner and little reach to the other leg. Now he's got both. And that's the side he'd like to finish as you see him trying to pull that foot down. A takedown right out would give him the tech, but it looks like Thompson could be able to hold out. I tell you what, Thompson's tough. He fought hard, man. I mean, the score's ugly. That's just, hey, that's David Carr. He's one of the best in the country. I think really one of the better wrestlers in the world, 163 pounds. He's up there. So nothing to hang your hat about if you're Thompson of Ohio. All right, 174 pounds. We've got Lorenzo Norman of Stanford taking on Danny Wask of Navy. These guys were teammates at Blair Academy. There's a shot from Norman, and he comes around the body, stepping in. This guy means business. Norman, as I mentioned, had the upset of the day when he took out national champion Shane Griffith. Both these guys had strong careers at Blair Academy, powerhouse program in Blairstown, New Jersey. Norman taking some ground one way, then the other, finds his way to the leg, head outside. Now gonna try to work for that finish. Grabbing far ankle is Wask, and he also pulls that arm out. He's got that arm threaded through. This is a tough spot for Norman, especially if you're thinking about finish. Now you gotta think about the counter score of Wask, and he's gonna be able to square up. Oh, one way, then the other. Right to left for Lorenzo Norman. Good lock on that single. He lifts, doubles off. Oh, did he drag it? No. And are they gonna challenge it? Deacon's got his hand on the brick. Oh, they're gonna throw it, okay. Let me see if I can pull up this challenge.
In the red, Caleb Smith of Nebraska taking on.
I can never find the right one. Underway, 141 pounds, Lachlan McNeil, top seed, UNC in the white singlet. Taking on Iowa State's Anthony Echemendia in the black singlet. Underway, 141 pounds, Lachlan McNeil, top seed, UNC in the white singlet. So I don't think they're gonna end up giving this takedown. I think they went, I'm pretty sure Lorenzo went all the way out and back in.
In the red, Caleb Smith of Nebraska taking on Wyoming.
So they're getting the file. Looking around, across the way you got Parker Keckheisen versus Gavin Kane. Couple All-Americans scrapping out in the quarterfinal round. Carson Harchla there on 4. Wrestling Campbell. Underway, 141 pounds, Lachlan McNeil, top seed, UNC in the white singlet. Underway, 141 pounds, Lachlan McNeil, top seed. Gotta make, I don't know what's going on.
That's weird.
There's no
All right. So no change. And back underway here. Near shot there. Oh, another beautiful attack by Lorenzo Norman. But he's extended once more. He's trying to get his hands locked. Look at Wask pulling that right hand of Lorenzo Norman off. And then just pulls his head down and runs to the angle. Nice attack by Wask. But spinning around and finding the far ankle now is Norman. If he can hang on to that, he may be all right. And now he may be more than all right. Working to improve his position. Can he get that boot in? Oh, what a scramble. Both guys on the far ankle, and now it's Wask on top. He's gonna get 3, maybe more. Fun exchange there. It's gonna be a 3-0 lead for Danny Wask. Potentially headed in, but now Norman hustling up. Escape here would be big, a reversal even bigger. Now he rolls, and the ride out for Wask. Fun scramble. Second period underway. Wask starts underneath. 4-0 lead. There's a shot. Danny Wask. Minute 30 to go here in the second. Been a fun one. A lot of exchanges. Just one takedown, but great scramble.
On deck on mat 6, bout number 490, quarterfinal match at heavyweight.
Nice attack again, but Wask able to clear the position. And there's a stall warning. And now can Norman get the finish here? Tries to finish backside. Lifts the leg again. Wask is tricky. Finishes have not been coming easy for Norman as he's been in solid position a few times, and Danny Wask has been able to stymie him at every turn. They're gonna stalemate it. A stall warning did go up against Wask, rewarding Norman for his activity and consistent attacks, but that has a cost too. As you see Norman's hands on his knees. You wonder if the consistent attacks taking a little something out of his tank. It's not slowing him down, but there's a nice re-attack off a little bit of an errant shot from Lorenzo Norman. 5 seconds to go here. This is huge. Shin whizzer there for Norman. Gonna stymie him, and they're gonna go to the third. 4-0 for Wask. Norman's choice. And Norman been really close a couple of times. Wask lines up, right side, and we're underway. Norman up to his feet, locked around the waist is Wask, and he gets a return. Right back up to his feet again is Norman. And another lift in return. Good ride here by Wask. And trying to get that escape is Norman. 36 seconds of riding time. This is big. Kerry Cola wants to see a double thigh pry, it looked like. Mike Evans says keep the weight on his hands. You want to have that forward pressure so he can't stand up so easily. See how Wask responds here from the top position. Norman jumps the gun, first caution. Oh, we got another one. He's not even letting Wask get set. They're not even really good attempts. Next one's a point. And they're up to his feet again is Norman. Now locked around the waist is Wask, puts him down again. This is a tough ride. Circling back in is Norman. Riding time at 53. And looking for that switch, but not gonna get it. Man, great ride here from Danny Wask. .35 to go. Norman up to his feet now. And now dropping down to the leg again is Wask. .20 to go now. As Wask now well in the driver's seat with riding time coming. A 5-0 lead with 20 to go. And trying anything is Norman, but it's gonna be a ride out for Wask, who can drop down the last little bit, and that's it. 5-0 final, Danny Wask, nice win. And the two exchange a hug, former teammates. So we're moving up to 184. We're gonna have Will Feldkamp of Iowa State taking on Trey Munoz of Oregon State.
He showed up now.
Appreciate you guys tuning. Ooh. Trey Munoz jumping the gun a little bit there. So a caution for Munoz to get this thing started. He's in the black and orange for Oregon State. He's your second seed here. Taking on Will Feldkamp, returning All-American. Transfer from Clarion to Iowa State, and now Munoz had that 2-on-1. Now it's an underhook right side for Feldkamp as he pulls Munoz under. Likes to wrestle from, and look at him reaching under here. What's he going for? And ends up taking himself down. Feldkamp is unconventional, but even by his standards, I'm not sure what that was. And it's a hard breakdown for Munoz. So with that escape, Munoz has a 3-1 lead, minute 40 to go. Oh, nice level change by Munoz, but good defense by Feldkamp. Keeps his feet on the mat and hips in a little bit. Threatens Munoz, actually. Level change from Munoz. Another level change. This time he's in really clean. Can Feldkamp possibly stop this one? Another lift, and now locked around the body. Oh, takes him through. Oh, he's got him on his back. Munoz is in big trouble. He is packed. There's the pin for Will Feldkamp. Incredible. He was in deep body lock and takes him right to his back. That was savage. Well, that was crazy. The table workers like that one. They thought it was sweet. All right, so we're at 197. It's gonna be Silas Allred versus Jacob Cardenas. This is a great match. All right, this is a big one here, guys. On your left, Silas Allred, Big Ten champion for the Cornhuskers, taking on All-American Jacob Cardenas in the white and red for Cornell. Big red versus all red. Both guys really tough. Cardenas is big for the weight. You see Allred trying to kind of snap and clear out of those very clingy ties of Jacob Cardenas. Apologies for the obstructed view. There they go. Bunch of level changes from Cardenas, and they're back in tight ties.
Clear official.
I'm trying to get him to move. He's gonna wanna not stand in front of it in case there's a challenge anyways. There's a shot by Allred, sweep single, collecting the far ankles, Cardenas. Great attack, solid counter. And I don't know who's in position of advantage. It's probably a stalemate since they both have both ankles, and it is. And Allred kind of holding that right hand out. Back in those tight collars. Oh, nice double leg. Lifts and rolls him through, and Cardenas is getting a count. Close to the fall. Takedown plus 3 backs coming. It goes straight to the roll through tilt. More swipes coming. It's 6-0, and he's working for more. What a flurry for Cardenas. It's 10-0. So they're gonna get the near fall squared away. So it's gonna be 10-0 for Cardenas. I mean, the takedown right to the turn, and then boom, just as Allred's kind of gathering himself, he goes to the roll through tilt, and now 10-0 lead. That's a daunting, daunting task for Silas Allred. So they settle the score. It's 10-0. Allred lines up on the right side. There's a caution against Cardenas. And there's the escape. Adding to his lead now is Jacob Cardenas, 11-0. Allred pulling on that head. Sweep single there for Allred. And Cardenas able to extend and not really close to the score. And good motion there. Oh, what a re-attack. That is so pretty from Jacob Cardenas. I mean, just the down block. That is just like textbook re-attack there. Burroughs-esque. Not a statement I'll make often, but I think it fits the bill there. And we'll go to the third. Pinto's choice, or excuse me, Allred's choice, he's going under. Sorry, I had a side eye on the Pinto Dustin Plott match, and it looked like Pinto pulled off the upset. Cardenas, once again, has his eyes on that wrist of Silas Allred, gonna try to break him down for a turn, but Allred doing a good job tripoding up now to his feet, looking for hands. There's the escape. Takedown would end this for Cardenas, who has 1:01 of riding time. Oh, there's a re-attack again, and that's gonna do it, 17-1. That's a statement from Jacob Cardenas. Incredible performance there. Tech fall victory over the Big Ten champ. Oh, now we got this one. The hits keep coming. We're gonna have Nick Feldman versus Younger Bastida. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Underway, quarterfinal action, heavyweight. Younger Bastida in the black and white for Iowa State, taking on Nick Feldman from Ohio State in the black singlet, red ankle band. Both these guys are filthy on their feet, and it's Younger getting the action started with a nice single leg. He's got it treetop, looking to back trip. See the balance of Nick Feldman. He's fighting in. No takedown yet, but Bastida in good position to get the opening score, and he's gonna get 3. So good on his feet is Younger Bastida, and it really feels like he's just a different guy up at 285. Not cutting any weight. You can see, I don't know if he's bigger than Feldman, but he's close. He's a good size heavyweight, plenty big. And having just that full tank has been huge for him. And he's been not just winning matches, he's been dominating in matches. And we'll see if that continues against someone is credentialed as they come into high school ranks, Nick Feldman. Left-sided collar tie for Feldman. He works the inside control. Younger, like his teammate Anthony Echemendia from Cuba, made their way to Ames, Iowa, where they become really tough folk-style wrestlers. Younger still making the transition up to heavyweight. Early in his career at heavyweight, but all signs point to that being a good decision. Oh, nice low shot, Nick Feldman, shin whizzer here from Younger Bastida. He's looking spin around. Oh, I think he's gonna get it. That was beautiful. He gets a 3 on the counter score. A little bit of everything from Younger. He is a bad man, 6'2", but Feldman will be heard. He's not gonna go quietly. First period in the book, 6-2, Younger Bastida. Bastida's choice, he's gonna go under. See how much Feldman commits to this ride. And immediately building up is Younger. He's away. 7-2 his lead. Feldman gonna be pressuring forward. Nice slow sweep single. And tries to spin out of it again and somehow finds his way to the leg. And he crawls off the mat, but they're gonna give the takedown. 3, making it 10-2. That was a crazy one. Because Feldman was in so deep and he went for that same spin around and they broke completely free and it looked like they were gonna square up, but then Younger finds his way to that single leg and finishes, and I think Feldman was a little too worried about trying to get out of bounds instead of defending and ended up giving up the score. 10-2, now 10-3 after the escape. If you're Feldman, there's probably not many times you get in on that clean of a single leg and you come up empty-handed. Worse, wind up not scoring. And this is the re-attacks of Nick Feldman. They're strong, but you see Younger just drops the hammer in that sprawl. Peek out, not there. You see Feldman trying to work one way, then the other, get motion going, but so far, Younger has been ready for everything he's thrown at him. $16 to go here in the second. And it looks like that's how the first, or second, excuse me, is gonna end. 10-3 in favor of Younger Bastida. Feldman can go under. Only 16 seconds of riding time for Bastida despite having 3 takedowns. And there's the escape 10-4. So Feldman probably gonna need 3 takedowns here. No stall warnings. So it's a long way back, and Feldman right now is a long way from 1 takedown. You know, he's been able to get in, but Bastida's had answers. He's in deep again here. Tricky Younger spins out again. That's given Feldman a lot of problems, and he's just been counter-scored the same way for the 2nd time. 13-4 for Younger. Another escape. 13-5. And Bastida staying in the hand fight as Feldman continues to pressure forward. And really, I think, you know, you wonder if Feldman would have a little better luck attacking the other leg. Younger, he almost baits that lead leg out. But that trail leg is far away. He's in again, but well defended once again. There's a low shot by Younger, not in. Bastida looking so impressive so far against a very good Nick Feldman, who, if you look at his initial attacks, they're spot on. They're everything you'd want them to be. It's just the finishing so difficult. As we're coming on the final 12 seconds of this match. Another shot. Younger gonna squeeze in this short offense position and hang on for a 13-5 major decision over Nick Feldman. That'll do it. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 1 o'clock Eastern, for this championship semifinals. Have a good night. Thank you.
I think Kemp defaulted. Yeah. Oh, we got called over here, but I'm guessing he defaulted.